Hmm. Okay, this example, this is the actually fourth part, maybe fourth or fifth part of the lecture. The application of differential calculus in business and economics. Uh, First of all, the application the total variable cost of monthly output is X by a firm producing a variable metal is taka. This is the actually variable cost, and fixed cost is 300 taka per month. Draw average cost curve when cost includes number one condition variable cost only. If variable cost only includes, then we have to draw the cost curve, and all cost find out the minimum average cost in each case. Okay, we have total cost will be what? Variable cost plus 300. This will be actually 300. Zero is absent here. One zero is absent, but this will be 300. So total cost will be 1 by 10 x cube minus 3x square plus 5x plus what will be 300. Therefore, total variable cost what will be? Variable part only, right? Just variable part 1 by 10 x cube minus 3x square plus x, just without variable this. This is why it is fixed cost. This is actually 300. One is 0, 1 0 is missing. Now, when cost includes variable cost only, the average cost what will be? Average variable cost. Average variable cost. This is ABC means what? Average variable cost. We have to divide the total variable cost with what? Number of units output. Okay, with dividing by x, we total variable cost dividing by x will get average variable cost. So 1x will be decrease from the above. So let this average variable cost y equals to what will be 1 by 10 x cube divided by x square divided by x 5x divided by x, what will be 5. This is the equation number 1. So this equation 1 can be written as like this: x square minus 30x plus 50. How? Actually, how we'll get this? Multiplying by 10. This is 1 by 10 x cube minus 3x square plus 5x 300, and average variable cost will be this. Let y equals to this. This means 1 by 10 x square minus 30xy. Actually, this is wrong. In this kind of clear. And now 1 by 10 x square minus thrice x plus 5. Just uh, taking common 1 by 10. If we take common 1 by 10, then we get x square minus 30x plus 50. Okay, if we multiply with 1 by 10 with each term, then we get this one. Okay, now x square minus 30x plus 50 can be written as we have to make a formula, a minus b whole square formula. A square minus twice ab plus b square. B means what? 15. 2ab means what? 2 into x into 15 to get minus 30x. Okay, if we take 15 as b, then we can make a formula a minus b whole square. A square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay, minus 15 whole square, because this is the extra 15 whole square. This way we have taken another 15 minus 15 square, so that balance the term plus 50. Now this is a minus b whole square minus 175. That means 1 by 10 into a minus b whole square 175. Now 10y equals to what will be? X minus 15 whole square minus 175. So 10y plus 175 equals to what will be? This is actually what? X square x minus 15 whole square equals to 10y plus 175. And if we take common 10, then this will be what? Y plus 175 by 10. Then 10 into y plus 17.5. That means x square equals to 10y, where x equals to this and y equals to this. Actually, this is the equation of parabola. This is the equation of parabola. X square equal to 10y. Now, has the equation 2 is a parabola where vertex is equals to 15 minus 17.5. This vertex equals to capital X equals to 0, comma capital Y equals to 0. Just solving the capital X equals to 0, then X equals to what? 15. Vertex will be 15 and minus 17.5. And the axis of the parabola is X equals to 15. Axis means what? Capital X equals to 0. Okay. Capital X equals to 0 is the equation of parabola. This is why X equals to X minus 15 equal to 0. This is why X equals to 15 is the equation. Now when X equals to 0, in equation 1, putting equation 1 in X equals to 0, then Y equals to what will be? 5. Y equals to 5. Now 0.5 is point is the on the curve 1. Now when Y equals to 0 in 1, then x equals to what? X square plus bx plus c types equation. That means quadratic equation. In midterm of first semester, you got this quadratic equation, x square plus bx plus c. Just solving with quadratic in x equals to minus b. Minus b means what? Minus 30. Minus 30 was to only 30, plus minus square root b square minus 4ac divided by twice a. Right? Now 30 plus minus square root 30 whole square means 900. This just calculating, we get only two values, 28.75 for plus and minus for 1.77. Now that taking in the graph, actually observe here in graph, there are two point what? 1.770, another point is 28.230. Okay, 2 point of what? X. This is the x values. And y value where? 0. If y is 0, then we get two values of x. If y is 0, then we get two values of x from this solving, just solving in x. Now this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis, right? X-axis and y-axis. This will be the 0 0 actually, 0 0. Now from starting point 0 0, starting from 0 0, 0 5, what will be? X value 0 and y value what? 5. Then 1.77.00 means x value what? 1.77, y value 0. Then 28.23 means 28 times distance in x-axis, along x-axis. Then 0.5 means 0 means x value 0 and y value what will be? 5 along y-axis. This way, if we join this 3 point, we get a parabola. This is the equation of parabola. This is the equation of parabola. Just joining these 3 points. This point, and this point. Actually, this is 28.23. Remember it. This is not comma. 28.23 because 28.23 is the printing mistake. And vertex will be 15 minus 17.15 minus 17.5. Okay. Minus 17.5. Y value minus 17.5. And x value will be 15. Starting from 0 0. 15 means 3 square feet. 1 unit square equals to 3. This is why 1 unit square equals to 5. This is why 3 units means 15 x value. Then y value will be more than 3 square. That means 17.5. This is the vertex of the parabola. Now differentiating equation 1. Equation 1 gives us this average variable cost. Okay, average variable cost equals to y equals to this equation. We have to minimize the average variable cost, y equals to this. Now taking differentiation, just dy dx on both sides, just taking ddx on both sides of equation 1, dy dx equals to ddx of this. Now taking differentiation of x square, what? Twice x, na? Only twice x. Then differentiation of x, what will be? Only 1. So 3 into 1. And 5 differentiation, what will be? Constant differentiation 0. Now we get this. Now again differentiation, second derivatives will be taking ddx on both sides again. Okay, dy dx equals to this. Now d square y dx square equal to ddx of this. Okay, now taking differentiation with respect to x, we get x differentiation to what? 1. 1 by 5 into 1. And minus 3 will be 0. Differentiation of constant what? 0. This is the second derivative is what? Positive. Positive means what? Minimum value. Okay. If the second derivative gives minimum positive value, then it will be minimum. Second derivative test positive. This is why the functional value will be minimum. For the minimum value, we have dy dx equals to 0. Okay. For minimum and maximum, we must know the dy dx will be what? First derivative will be 0. Now dy dx equals to what? This value. We found this. Dy dx equals to this. This is why this equals to 0. So x equals to what? 15. Hence the average cost is minimum when output is 15. This is the actually result of first part. Now again, when cost includes all cost, when cost includes all cost, that means not only variable cost, total cost. Average cost equals to total cost divided by x. This way, this is the fixed cost. Taking fixed cost, we get the average cost what? 1 by 10 x square minus 3x plus 5 plus 300 divided by x. This is the equation number 3. Dividing by x into every term. This divided by x, this divided by x, this divided by x, this divided by x. We get this one. Now putting x equals to 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, we after calculating with calculator we get these values. Right? For every value of x, we get the individual value of for y. X is the independent variable, y is the dependent variable. So putting 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, we get the value of y from equation number 3. Just we have to use calculator for this. Now sketching these points 1 comma this, 5 comma this, 10 comma this. How? Just we get this. This is the 0 point, 0 point, 1 square unit. 1 square unit equals to what will be? 1 square unit equals to you have to draw this figure using these values. Now differentiating equation number 3, this is we have to minimize the cost. Minimize the cost. If we want to minimize this cost, you have to take first differentiation dy dx on both sides. Then we get 1 by 10 x square differentiation twice x, x differentiation 1, 5 differentiation will be 0, and 1 by x differentiation what? 1 minus 1 by x square. Differentiation of 1 by x formula what? Minus 1 by x square. This is why we get this one after first differentiation. Again second derivatives, we get 7 taking d dx on both sides of 4. D square y by dx square, d dx of this. Now 1 by 5 minus 300 into minus 2 by x cube. Okay. 1 by x square formula minus 2 by x cube. Take this making x to by n formula. That means d dx of x to the power minus 2. X to the n formula what will be? Minus 2 into x to the power minus 2 minus 1. This is why minus 2 divided by x cube. Now for every value of x, we are getting this greater than 0 because x cannot be negative. Output can never be negative. Output may be 0 or number of units may be 0, but number of units can never be negative. This is why this is always positive. Positive means what? This is minimum value. And for the minimum value, you have dy dx equals to 0. So our first differentiation equation number 4, this will be 0. And taking this 0, we have to solve this equation x cube minus 15x square minus 1500 equals to 0. By observation, we get from the equation 5 x equals to 19.108 approximately. If we want to solve this equation, this equation, and this will satisfy 19.108 for this left hand side and right hand side. So our output is 19.108 result. Okay. Now another example. A radio manufacturer produces X sets of per week at a total cost of this. Radio manufacturer produces X sets per week at a total cost of this. He is monopolist and demand function for his product is this. When the prices is taka P per set, so that the maximum net revenue is obtained when 29 sets are produced per week. What is the monopoly price? Monopoly means what means actually all the business doing his business. Actually, he is the only one person in that area who has the influence for this business. Let us consider the cost is C equals to this is given x square plus 78x plus 2500. Okay, this is the cost, given cost. Now demand function also given x equals to 600p divided by 8, where p is the price and x is the number of units of the sets. Now from equation 2 we can write p equals to 600 minus 8x. Price p equals to this, equation number 3. Now we know that revenue equals to price into output. Okay, px. Now p equals to this by 3, then we get revenue equals to this will be. We know net revenue what? Net revenue means revenue minus cost. Okay, net revenue means actually profit. Net revenue means profit. So net revenue can be determined by subtracting cost from revenue. So net revenue equals to R minus C. R minus C equals to this. Now we have to maximize the net revenue. Differentiation on both sides. Taking ddx on both sides. Differentiation of x square what? Minus x square differentiation twice x, right? 2 into x to the power 2 minus 1. That means 2 into x. So minus 19, 18x, 9 to 18. Now 522, x differentiation 1. Okay, this will be 0. Differentiation of constant what? 0. Again differentiating. So taking second derivatives, d square by dx square nr, net revenue. Taking ddx on both sides. Okay, ddx of this minus 18. So x differentiation 1. Differentiation of x with respect to x is 1. This is why only minus 18 the result. And this will be 0 because this is the constant term. Differentiation of constant term will be 0. In second derivative test, we are getting negative values. If the second derivative test, if the value is negative, then the functional value will be maximum. So net revenue will be maximum. Now for maximum value, first derivative will be what? First derivative of net revenue will be must be 0. And this value we found minus 18x plus 522. So this equals to 0. X equals to what will be? 29. Hence, its maximum profit is this for x equals to 29 sets per week. This is the first proof. Now second one. If the output is 29, then we by equation number 3 we get the price will be what? If x equals to 29, 600 minus 18 to 29, that means 368. Hence the monopoly price will be 368. Actually this is the result. So maximum net revenue equals to profit. Net revenue equals to R minus C. Remember it. For maximum net revenue, maximum revenue equals to maximum, no differentiation, just this equal. So this two will be the our desired result. Can you do? The demand function faced by a firm P equals to this. Okay, and cost function C equals to this, where P is the price, X is the output, C is the cost. We already know this. Find the output at which the profit of the farm are maximized. We have to find out the profit. Also find the price it will charge. Price we have to find also. Now demand function is given P equals to this, equation number 1. Cost function also given C equals to this. This is also given. Equation number 2. We know revenue equals to price multiply output or inputs or a number of units, same words. So price 500 minus 0.2 P by equation number 1 into X. Just multiplying X, we get revenue. Now profit equals to R minus C. Okay, revenue minus cost. So revenue R equals to this and cost is this. So by 2 and 3 equation, just putting, we get this equation minus 0.2 x square plus 475 x minus 1 minus 10,000 equal to 4. Now differentiating both sides with respect to x. That means dpdx. Okay, you can write profit p. So dpdx will be ddx on this. Now differentiation of 0.2 x square differentiation, what? Twice x plus 475 differentiation of x, what will be 1, and this differentiation will be what? 0. Differentiation of any constant will be 0, remember it. So the first differentiation equation equal to this will be equation number 5. Now differentiating again d square p by dx square. So this differentiation, what? Only 1. 0.2 into 2, what? This is the negative values. Second derivative test gives negative values. This is why the profit is maximum value. Okay, for maximum value of p, first differentiation of what will be 0, dpdx will be 0, but dpdx what? 0.2 into 2 twice x plus 475 equal to 0 by equation number 5. This is the first differentiation. Okay, now this 0 equals to 0, so 0.4 x equals to 475, x equals to 1187.50. Now putting x value in equation 1, we get the total price. You have to find out the price and output. Understand? Now another example, 19. The total revenue function of a firm is given this. Cost is this, where Q is the output. In replace of X, there are Q. Remember it. You have to find out the output at which the total revenue is maximum, and again the output at which the total cost is minimum. Now revenue is given, R equals to this, equation number 1. Cost equals to C equals to this, equation number 2. Now we have to maximize the revenue. This is why revenue R equals to this, and taking ddx on both sides, dr dq, not x, because variable is q. Q is for units, number of units. Taking ddx on both sides, that means ddq. Differentiating q with respect to q will be 1, right? And q square differentiation, what? 2 into q to the power 2 minus 1, that means twice q. Now again differentiating this, we get d square r. This will be d square r. Remember it. D square r by dq square. There is a mistake, printing mistake. D square r by dq square equal to ddq of this. Now taking differentiating with respect to q, this q will be 1 and this will be 0. 21 will be 0. So only minus 2. So second derivatives, d square r by dq square equals to minus 2. That means second derivative, in second derivative test gives the negative values. For negative values, the revenue is what will be? Maximum. If negative, then must be maximum. Now for the maximum value, first derivative will be 0. dr dq, what will be 0? dr dq equals to this, 21 minus 2q equals to 0. That means q equals to 10.5 units. So the number of units or output will be what? 10.5. Hence the revenue function is maximum when output is q equals to this. Again cost function is this, differentiating both sides with respect to q, dc dq, taking ddq on both sides, just differentiating 3q q cube differentiation, what? 3 into q to the power 3 minus 1, that means 3q square. Similarly q square differentiation, x to the power n formula, 6 into q to the power 2 minus 1, that means q, and differentiation of q with respect to q will be 1. This was 7 into 1, 7, and this will be 0. Differentiation of 16, that means differentiation of constant will be 0. So we get, after multiplying the constant, we get this one. This is the first derivative. Again differentiating with respect to q, that means ddq on both sides. D square c by dq square will be ddq of this. Taking differentiation, q square differentiation twice q minus 6q differentiation, what? q differentiation with respect to q1, and 7 will be 0, minus 7 will be 0. So the double derivatives will be equation number 3. This is the second derivative. Now for minimum cost value, we first differentiation what? 0. First differentiation must be 0. So first differentiation what? This q square minus 6q minus 7. Just factorization process. We get the value q equal to 7 and q equals to minus 1. But quantity, that means number of units, can never be negative. You must know. Number of units can never be, or output can never be negative. This is why q equals to minus 1 cannot be accepted. So q equals to 7 will be the accepted value. So putting q equals to 7 in equation in second derivative test, putting q equals to 7 here, just 2 into 7 minus 6. That means 2 into 7 minus 6, what will be? 8, positive value. Positive means what? Minimum. Therefore, the cost function is minimum when output q equals to 7. Okay, this is the second result. Very easy for you. আমরা পুরো অ্যাপ্লিকেশনের মধ্যে এই অঙ্কটাকেই কি করছি? Represent করছি. Find the maximum and minimum value of the following function. That means let y equals to x cube minus 2x square minus 4x minus 1. That means taking dy dx on both sides, taking differential coefficient on both sides. Dy dx equals to x cube differentiation what? 3 into x to the power 3 minus 1. That means 3x square minus 2 into x square difference twice x. This is why minus 4x. And differentiation of x what? 1. This is why only minus 4. And 1 will be what? Differentiation of 1 what? 0. Differentiation of any constant will be 0. Remember it. Without x and without variable, all constant differentiation will be 0. Now for maximum and minimum values of the function, what will be? Dy dx what will be? 0. So dy dx what? This equals to 0. Now solving this, just taking middle term factor, we get x minus 2 and 3x plus thrice x plus 2 equals to 0. Either this equals to 0 or this equals to 0. So x equals to what? 2 and this. From equation 1, this, taking ddx on both sides again. That means double differentiation. D square y dx square what will be? 3x square differentiation twice x, 6x. So minus 4, x differentiation 1, and this will be 0. So double differentiation will be what? 6x minus 4. Now at x equals to 2, double differentiation, second derivative equals to what? X equals to 2, 6 into 2 minus 4. That means 12 minus 4, that means 8, which is positive. So the function is what? Minimum, right? If positive double differentiation is positive, then the function what? Minimum. So the required minimum value is from equation 1, from the given function, this. Okay, so y min equals to what will be? Just putting x equals to 2, we get minus 9 result. Again for x equals to minus 3 by 2 in second derivative, 6 into minus 2 by 3. That means minus 4 minus 4 minus 8, which is negative. In second derivative, after putting this value, we get negative values. So in second derivative test, if we get negative values, the function will be what? Maximum value. So the function has maximum value at x equals to minus 2 by 3. So the required minimum, so the required maximum value y max will be from the given function. Putting x equals to minus 2 by 3 in the given function, this one. Okay, we get the maximum value. Maximum value will be what? 13 by 17. So the maximum value is this, and minimum value will be minus 9. Now this, you have to find out minimum value and maximum value for this example 2. Try it at home. Okay, this is homework for you, and this is also homework for you. X cube plus 3x square a minus 3x a square. This is also homework for you. Just proceeding in the same way, you get maximum minimum value. Understand? And example 5 also similar process. Try it at home. Example 5. And example 6, prove that the curve this has maximum value at this. Just proceeding the same way, y equals to this, and taking differentiation on both sides, taking the second derivative for first differentiation equal to 0, then we get the value of x. After putting in the second derivative test, positive negative will give me, for positive maximum minimum value will be found, and for the negative sign we will get the maximum value. Okay, today is the end of this lecture sheet. Thank you. Thanks to everyone.